How much reactive maintenance is too much? Every plant should have a certain amount of reactive maintenance. There are just some things that are okay to fail and then fix. But I believe there are 3 rules that make it okay to use reactive maintenance as a strategy. Rule number 1, the consequence of failure needs to be low. People aren't being hurt, your process is not shutting down, you are not producing bad parts. Rule number 2, the cost of repair needs to be low and doesn't require a lot of specialized knowledge or expertise to fix it. And rule number 3, replacement parts need to be inexpensive and easy to get in a timely manner. If those 3 rules are true, then it probably makes sense to let that process fail. But good reactive maintenance is a decision, not an accident. For example, I can decide not to implement a PM program for the lights in my facility. I can decide that it doesn't make sense to change all the bulbs out every 3 months to ensure I don't have a failure. 1, when a bulb goes out, am I in the complete dark or putting my people or production at risk? Well, no, I have redundant lighting in place. It may get a little darker, but I'm not really putting my people or process at risk. 2, is the repair cost low and can anyone do it? Well, yes, anyone in my maintenance department has the skills and tools necessary to get the job done. And 3, are replacement parts easily accessible and inexpensive? Yep, I keep them in stock and they're available at the local industrial supply house. So letting my light bulbs burn out means all 3 rules. So I say let them fail. The problem is most processes in a parts manufacturing plant don't satisfy these 3 rules. For most processes, consequence of failure can hurt their OEE. It can put the people or manufacturing process at risk. The cost of repair can be high, and sometimes only very few select individuals have the expertise and skills required to fix it. Replacement parts can be hard to get and very expensive. Too much reactive maintenance is wasteful. It drives costs up, and more importantly, it robs the plant of the precious resources it needs to properly manage and maintain the manufacturing process. In fact, I could argue that the biggest root cause to too much reactive maintenance is, well, too much reactive maintenance. The maintenance department does not have enough time and resources to get ahead, implement and manage the controls necessary to keep the problems from happening in the first place. So back to the original question, how much reactive maintenance is too much? Well, as soon as your team is reacting to failure that doesn't meet the 3 rules outlined earlier, it's too much. Now the good news is there is a way out, but it requires you to think about your people and your processes a little bit differently. If you're interested in rethinking how your maintenance department's time is spent, write reactive in the comments below, and we'll send you a tool we use to help reassess how they are spending their time and the results you are getting. Thanks.